I've been filming a lot of videos in the past hour. I just keep on trying to talk about rejection and what happened to me in high school, which quite frankly never anything happened because I never expressed how I felt to her, right? I was too shy, too scared, and I cared too much what other people thought of me. And I thought that, if it happened, everyone at the school talk about it. I would be considered a loser or a weirdo. I just thought the worst, but quite honestly, nothing really happened. And I should have known because when I was in elementary, I literally shit my own pants. I'm sorry for my language, but I did. We were playing soccer and I felt that I needed to go to the bathroom and I ran. And I made it to the bathroom, but I didn't make it in time and it went all over my underwear. I'm sorry if that's weird or uncomfortable to say, but yeah, I did. And I was young. I mean, it was elementary, right? And I didn't know what to do, so I just took them off and I started crying. I thought it was super embarrassing. And I walked towards my class and I showed it to my teacher and I was crying and I don't know if I said anything, but essentially I think they called my mom and I came home and I got showered and that was basically it. But everyone saw it. Everyone saw me holding my underwear and crying. And I know they threw it away or I threw it away myself, but it was still embarrassing. But the truth is, no one cared. No one said anything about it afterwards. Now, yes, don't get me wrong. There was a few instances in middle school where, people try to bully me about it and, try to joke about it, but it wasn't that bad. It was worse. The worst it was when it initially happened. After that, it wasn't that bad. Yes, I had the occasional jokes made about it. I remember one time this kid that I didn't talk to for over a year or two just randomly texted me on Snapchat saying, "Yo, are you the guy that shit their pants in middle school or elementary?" And I'm like, "Nah, you got the wrong person." Because I was just not trying to engage with that. And he was just trying to be funny. I don't know if he was with someone else, but it was not funny. And then another time, my so-called best friend, or one of my so-called best friends, mentioned it and how, we all, apparently everyone laughed at me or how it was so embarrassing. But it wasn't that bad because even I thought to myself, this happened years ago. Why do you even care? And that's the truth. Even if people are going to judge you or make fun of you, it's gone by the next day. No one cares. Just ask them out. Do whatever makes you happy. If you want to start a YouTube channel, make a YouTube channel. If people discover your channel, so what? They're going to make fun of it. They might say it directly to your face or behind your face. It's not going to be nice. It's not going to be ideal, but, eventually they'll stop or they'll move on. As long as you don't give them a reaction, and everyone's going to forget and just go on to the next thing and make fun of someone else. I remember, in presentations, it happens a lot. Some people have terrible presentations. Quite frankly, some people don't prepare at all and they just stutter a lot. Or, they might just stop talking for like 3 seconds, which happened to me. And it was so embarrassing when it happened. It was in university. And even my friend in my own class mentioned it to me and like what happened. And, he kind of laughed it off, but it didn't matter because that was a day after or even a week after. It already happened. Most people forgot about it. And even if they didn't, so what? We all make mistakes. We all have embarrassing moments, but who actually gives a fuck? Like, sorry for my language, but no one cares. The thing is, I don't care about anyone else, really. I care about my family and some of my friends, but if I see a stranger and they hit their face in like an embarrassing way, like, yeah, I'll check up on them and see if they're okay, or I might just keep on moving it and maybe I'll laugh. But I'm not gonna be thinking about it, a week later, like, yo, that guy's a loser. So whatever it may be, do it with confidence and don't care what other people have to say. And I really just want to conclude this by saying that if you like someone, tell them how you feel. Maybe you'll get rejected. I'm pretty sure I made a video on this already. This is your sign to ask them out. And someone in the comments said that he was talking to this girl for a bit. They asked him out and she rejected him. Well, she just said no. And I don't remember the full story. Maybe they kept on talking, but at least he did it. At least he knows how she felt about him. Maybe it was the wrong time, wrong place. I don't know, but at least he knows her answer, and he can still communicate through that and still talk. But at least he did it. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I had the biggest crush on this one girl in high school. I wanted to ask her out to prom. I was obsessed with her. I imagined a future with her. I thought she was the most beautiful girl in the entire world. And then nothing ever happened because I just never approached her. I never talked to her because I cared too much of what other people thought of me. And it led me to what? Nothing. Then I eventually, started Snapchatting her like a little immature boy. And even then, I never said anything. I never said, hey, how you doing? I think you're beautiful. Nothing. I never actually made a move because even after high school, I was at a different university. Maybe a few of my friends went to my university, but truth is, I just still thought that everyone knew who I was and cared about this, and that if I told her how I felt and she'd say no or something, she'd tell everyone, and then people would think I'm a loser. But why does that matter? People are gonna think things about you regardless. I'm sure a lot of people think I'm a nerd, a loser, weird, cool. Like, it does not matter what people think about you. I think of other people in a certain way, but it doesn't mean that's how they really are. We all judge people too quickly. So if they're gonna judge you by that, then who gives a fuck? Like, genuinely, I don't know like what else to say, but it's the truth. And the worst part is that's probably my biggest regret in high school. I never asked her, I never told her how I felt, and I wish I did. I really potentially think I had a shot with her, and she was genuinely, to this day, I think the most beautiful girl I've ever seen, apart from my mom. But that's different, obviously. I don't view my mom in that way, but I didn't view her in that way either. I never looked at her with lust. I just envisioned a future with her. She was so smart, beautiful, funny, kind. She was smart at me. It was so attractive. She was just amazing in every way. And maybe that's just me talking nonsense because I never truly knew her, but I didn't even allow myself to get to know her more. And she eventually, got a boyfriend, and it just hurt. And it shouldn't have hurt me at all because it had nothing to do with me, but it just hurt that I never at least told her how I felt. Rejection or not, at least I would have known the outcome. I've made a video on this before as well. Just do it. Ask her out. At least you know what the outcome is, right? Like, I've made plenty of videos on this, but I'm a hypocrite myself. But yeah, it's kind of getting dark. But that's basically all. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.